are leaving Nong Kiao and oh my god, it's cold here. But anyways, today we are going to Vang Vieng, but first we're gonna have a stopover in Luang Prabang, and then because for safety we wanted to have a bit of a window, as you call it, we decided we'll book the train a bit later. Hopefully, if the shuttle only takes 4 hours to get there, we will arrive there by noon and we will have a lot of time in Luang Prabang, so we're probably gonna go to our favorite cafe in Zari and work there for a little bit, and then at around 6 or so we'll go to the station to catch our train, and we're going with the high-speed train, which I am very excited. We got 10 minutes before the tuk-tuk comes. It will take us to the bus station, and then there we will see what lies ahead in the van, and this time we are prepared. And I'm also gonna tie my hair this time. Don't want any creepy people touching my hair again, so let's go! We are officially back in Luang Prabang and we got into this tuk-tuk ride. Okay, so backstory, we wanted to go to our cafe. Well, not first to the cafe, there's a restaurant that's like right next door to Zari. And I kid you not, the tuk-tuk that we went on literally passed us by it and he was not slowing down, so there was no way for us to tell him like, oh, can we stop? So now we have to walk all this way back, which is gonna take us probably a bit over 20 minutes, even though we just passed by with the tuk-tuk, which is crazy to me, and there's like other people on it, so it wasn't like it was just us. So we're gonna pull through to get there.
How much to Lao train? Lao train station? Train? For 2 people.
200.
200?
We finished doing a bit of work and now we are looking for a tuk-tuk, but the first 2 tuk-tuks really tried ripping us off with 250 in total for 2 people to go to the train station, which is a bit much considering on the website it says the standard is like 50k per person. So 250 is such a rip-off. We will check a few more tuk-tuks just to see if what are they saying, and if not, then the cheapest I guess we could do is 200, but we'll see, I guess. Okay, so that must have been the most expensive tuk-tuk ride we have ever taken. Anyways, we made it to the train station, and so far that looks really, really nice. Our train leaves in like 20 minutes, so we have to go and get our stuff and tickets all sorted out within the next 10 minutes, and then we will be catching our train to Vang Vieng. We're just past the security check of a sort. Okay, so first things first, this train station feels like a legit airport. Like, you got the security check, metal detectors and everything. And then, I mean, the announcements. This feels like an airport. Pretty nice, not gonna lie. The announcements are very clear. And I believe our train has arrived, but we are just waiting for a little bit just to make sure it's the right one. RJ just had to go and use the washroom. But the other strange thing is that it feels like it's run by high schoolers, which not a bad thing, but it's interesting. Normally they get some professionals, but other than that, so far so good. We just made it to the train and oh my god, it was so freaking chaotic. Like, everyone's just pushing each other. Like, I was like right behind RJ, and then there's this one Chinese and we were like pushing.
It's straight up mess.
It's so crazy. But we found our seats and we didn't notice the numbers first because they're literally right up there.
Well, they turned on the numbers.
Oh, okay. So if it's not turned on, you basically can't see. But we found our seats and so far everything looks pretty nice. And I'm very excited for this train journey. Officially made it to Vang Vieng, and the train was so fast. It didn't even feel like it was an hour long. Went by super fast. Now we're gonna figure out how are we gonna get to the center, but we see that there's a bunch of tuk-tuks over there. Then go to our place, check in, and after that hopefully find some food for hopefully a good price. Because so far Luang, Prabang, Nong Kiao, they have just felt very expensive, like quite overpriced for Laos. So we started off at 7-Eleven and now, apparently, we want to check out this gym, right? Basically the only gym that's here in the center. And apparently it goes through this mart, this mini mart of some sort. So we will go and check that out, see if it's good, because the reviews online were quite mixed. Some were good, some were really bad. So
the entrance is supposed to be there, but it's telling us to go
by here
through a mart. I have never
done that before. Look at that, that's crazy. Okay, so I guess we gotta go by here.
Check out this gym. We're waiting for the stairs. There's the treadmills over there. We're gonna go upstairs.
Okay, so we found out that the gym has 3 floors. One is with the treadmills, and then there's like weights and things on the second and third one. The view's pretty nice. Okay, so we got the gym kind of sorted out. We're most likely gonna start there tomorrow. But one thing I wanted to point out, well, we already talked about this in his vlog, but we just think it's a little bit sad. Like, look, there's this beautiful temple. It's very pretty. They have a bunch of temples around here. And the thing that's so sad about is that they literally built bars and pubs all around it, which I find it really rude, actually. It like ruins the whole culture and everything. And actually what Vang Vieng is known for, which is the landscapes and the culture and everything, but instead it's like a party town of some sort. Needless to say, we're still gonna be exploring Vang Vieng and we're gonna see the good sides, which I'm very excited to see because the landscape here is very, very beautiful. And now we're gonna be going back to our place. Well, today we're gonna be doing something pretty fun here in Vang Vieng. One of the best things to do here is obviously to take a hike, so that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna be going to the popular one, which is called Nam Shai. I'm gonna call it Nam Shai just because of the X. But we're gonna be doing a hike today, which I'm very, very excited. And after that, we are gonna be hitting up a few lagoons. We are probably just gonna pass by, not swim in them. After that, we might try and catch the hot air balloons, because here you can see them from anywhere and it looks so beautiful and so majestic. So that's the plan as of now, and for now we're just gonna be waiting for our food because our place comes with free breakfast, which is really, really nice. And we'll see you later when we start to hike. Yeah. As you can see, they're open from 5 AM, not 8. We are at the start point for the trail and I'm very excited. We had to pay 20,000 kip each, which is a bit less than €1, I assume, but I'll probably write it up here. And according to the signs, it should take around 30 minutes to hike all the way up. We actually saw the viewpoint as we were driving towards here, so we saw what it looks like at the top. But either way, this is gonna be very, very exciting. I'm excited. So far, the trail looks pretty good. It's not as dirty as the other one, but we'll see because we still have quite a bit to go up. And after 15 or 20 minutes of very steep and sweaty climb, we made it to the top. Oh my god, that was quite the hike. That was really, really nice. Definitely takes a lot of your energy, but it was, whew, it was really, really nice. This view is really good. What did you think of the hike?
It was amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was easy, but it was good.
Yeah.
It's got panoramic views of the area, so I'm excited to check it out. But
Oh yeah, and then you also got there the bike that all the people take photos on. I did not know this, but there is actually two bikes. So there's one right there once you climb up to the top of this place, and then you have here like one at the back. I think I prefer the first one though, just because
I think it's got a better
backdrop,
like with the paddy fields and
all the
landscape, plus the
mountains.
haze earlier was just made
Oh,
it more
yeah.
majestic.
Yeah, that's
Here
true.
it's, probably for sunset, I think this would be nice. But
Yeah, we were talking about that, but I feel like it would be so crowded for sunset.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I bet it would look really cool, like when you see all the hot air balloons. So I bet that's why many
Ooh, yeah.
people go here
Come
for
here.
that. So that would make sense. That's actually really cool. But anyways, this is the platform over here. So you can see this one is a lot more sturdier than the ones in Nong Kiao. It feels way less shakier. And as you can see, you have there that bike. I think that's the main one that they post on Instagram, but I like the other one more. And this is exactly what I envisioned Vang Vieng to look like. At least this is like the vibes that I'm expecting. Peaceful, mountains, landscape. Just this, none of that what's going on in the center. I mean, we're staying in the center obviously because convenience, because we have to. That's the area where we have to stay. But this is so unreal.
Listen, Jasmina and I got here at 7:30 or so, or 8, just
7:30?
before 8, just
No, it was
before 8, right?
Yeah.
And we got here at the perfect time because on the way down, there is heavy foot traffic going up.
Oh yeah.
Look at this. The line goes all the way back to there. And when we came up, it was literally just us.
Yeah, there was no one
Yeah.
really.
Oh, sorry. Do you speak English? Yes. Do you know how many tuk-tuks are in the parking lot? Like, is it a lot? Yeah. Do you know if it's a lot or? Oh, you don't remember? Oh.
Because we are a member, so
Okay.
we can
I-
have some discount or
Oh. Okay. Thank you. I just wanted to ask because I'm curious how many tuk-tuks are parked downstairs because it feels like there's 40 of them now parked easily. Oh, it ends. It ends with the guy with the blue shirt.
There was a full-on line of many people. Now we're wondering like how many buggies or like cars are down there, because there's a lot of people full. And we even talked to a few people, and I think now it's starting to end a little bit because there's just a few more.
Quick.
And we gotta go down now because we have been already waiting for like over 5 minutes, and we're just trying to get down. And this is the only way to go down. It's unless we slide down. But we're nearly there, so we're gonna take this opportunity to go down right now. Okay.
I'm sure we could go down at the same time. It's just this path is very whatever.
Yeah.
I don't know.
We have officially made it down the trail, and it was, oh my god, it was so chaotic, but it was so funny. Anyway, we are gonna go and check out one of the lagoons over here because, yeah, it's a must-do when you're here in Vang Vieng. So I'm curious to see what that's gonna be like, but great hike, really enjoyed that. So the first tip is make sure you come here at a good time. I would not really recommend for sunrise unless you're really sure that's gonna be a clear day, because otherwise it's gonna just be filled with clouds. But I'd say around 7:30, 8 a.m., 8:30 a.m. that's a really good time because, as you can see, there's all these scooters around here. That's not even the scooters, there's even the tuk-tuks and vans over there. It's a lot. We have made it to Blue Lagoon 3. This is what it looks like. It's not as packed, which is quite nice. I don't know how I feel like this. I've been to lagoons, but this one's okay. It's just nice that it's not really crowded and packed yet. We found ourselves a little spot to sit and to chill for a minute. What actually is there to do around here?
To swim.
Oh. Yeah, won't be doing that. But we're just gonna relax here for a little bit. So far Blue Lagoon number 3 is fairly underwhelming. It's, well, I'm not a fan of it. I've seen much better lagoons. But there's one thing that is pretty nice at this lagoon. Oh, and another thing, the water is not actually blue, it's more of a green tone, so it's not that, who knows what. You might as well skip this one. And it's also a bit crowded. But anyway, this backdrop is so pretty. This is, I'd say, the highlight of this lagoon. They have here a restaurant. I don't know if they actually serve food here, because I don't see no one cooking or any kind of a kitchen, but there's a lot of tables here. So I don't know whether people come here and bring their own food, eat here. There's many things that people could do. Then there's huts that people can rent out or just chill at, and yeah, there's even tables as well. This one is definitely a lot more touristy. But we're gonna go to Blue Lagoon number 5 because that one is supposed to be a lot more in a natural setting. So it's supposed to be more quiet, more real in that sense, and less touristy, which is what I'm looking for. Well, what we are looking for. But we will go and check that out, and we're gonna see if that one is worth it. But I'd say this one is not really worth it unless, I don't know, unless if you like this kind of setting. But if you want peace and quiet, this is not the one. We have made it to Blue Lagoon number 5, and this one feels a lot less touristy. Well, so far we've seen mainly some locals, and it's much more peaceful too. It's a much more peaceful environment. Also, our e-bike has been holding up really well, and we are starting to really like it. Okay, and the other thing about the Blue Lagoon number 5 is, yeah, you have to pay here as well, but it's again the same price as the first lagoon, which is 20,000 kip per person, which is not so bad actually. It's really not bad. It's like less than €1 probably, but I'll put all the conversions up here. Aww, that's cute.
They're really nice over here, the locals.
I believe this is the lagoon, and I must say this one is a lot more nicer. This one is a lot more peaceful, and the surroundings is so much nicer because you have here the mountains, you have the view from everywhere, so it's much more nicer. There happens to be a cave over here, so they have a cave, which is pretty cool, but we are not gonna go inside because according to the YouTube comments, according to the Google
comments.
Okay, because we found this place off of Google Maps. So on Google Maps, based on the reviews, people have said that, yeah, there's a cave, but you need to like go underneath, meaning we need to like go on the water, and we don't have like swimsuits, and either way I just don't want to get in a swimsuit over here. And also he has loads of camera equipment, so we don't want to risk that getting wet or damaged, so we're just gonna stay here for a little bit just before we head to Blue Lagoon number 1. But I say this one is much more worth it compared to the first one, because here you get a cave It's a lot more peaceful, and the landscape here is it's just beautiful. It is a bit bumpy coming up here, so I believe that's the reason why it's like fairly quiet and fairly empty here. So that's something to consider, but I think this is my favorite one so far. So we have made it to Blue Lagoon number 1, which is the nearest one and also the most popular one. So here they also had an entrance fee of 20,000 per person, and we are gonna go and see what is the hype all about. But this one feels a lot more bigger just because as we were parking our bike, there's like loads of vendors for food, shakes, fruit, just a lot of things. So much people.
This is the Lagoon. I think this is the blue. It's more bluer than the other one.
The bluest
this is
of them all.
surprisingly the bluest one. But there's a lot of Chinese tourists here.
Yeah. The fishes, they got some big ones. They feed them good here. So, a few minutes in, and we are starting to realize that this place is not as crazy packed as we thought it was gonna be, because according to the reviews on Google Maps, they said that it's very packed, filled with Chinese people, which that's actually true. There's
true.
There's a lot of Chinese people here. But it is surprisingly not as loud as the review said that it was gonna. I don't know if it has something to do because it's lunchtime, but this is also the bluest lagoon we've been to, like out of the tree. This is the most bluest. I don't know about the other tree that they have here, but this one's definitely the most bluest. And we found ourselves a little spot here, away from the crowd and the people. And we're just gonna relax here for a little bit. So to go up this cave, you need to hike up some stairs once again. So leg day continues. We are back at the city center, and we are actually back at the place where we ate last night. It's crazy because this place was so packed last night, and then now it's like very, very quiet, which works in our favor. So the reason we came back here is because 1, we know what the food tastes like. It's really, really good. And 2, it's very affordable, or it's like, the price is just reasonable. It's like good. That's like normal pricing on how food is supposed to cost here. Than to go to a restaurant where we don't know what the food's gonna be like and pay a lot for it to just be mediocre or not good at all. Because we've had that experience here in Vang Vieng so far, that many places that we go to, the food is just not really great, or like the pad thai especially. It's horrible. We're gonna eat, and after that we are most likely gonna go back to our place to maybe freshen up and relax for a little bit, and then we'll be on our way to catch the sunset because it's already 3 p.m. because we also want to go to a field so that we could see all the hot air balloons. We are currently watching the sunset. There wasn't as many hot air balloons as the first time we saw them, but it's still a pretty nice spot. There was also a bunch of cows that are here. I don't know if you can see, but there was like a bunch, but they're all just walking away. And there's even more coming over. But we stayed at first all the way over there to get some nice shots, which we did, and also we got to enjoy the views from there as well. But we wanted to move away just because there's like a lot of people and there's lots of, I don't know, paragliders or whatever you want to call them.
Paragliders.
Yeah, that.
Paragliders.
Look at the cow, that's so cool. Anyway, so we were at first there at the very front where is all the people, but since we're selfish, we like our own space, so we wanted to come all the way back here, and then after that the cows ended up joining us, meaning we have such good energy that they want to be around us. But we're gonna be here for a little bit. I don't know what we're gonna do after this. I don't know what this one has in mind, but never know with this one.
We're gonna actually, you see that tip right there, we're gonna climb to the top.
No, we're not. Well, you heard him. We might do that, or maybe
we're
not.
done. We're done.
We're done. Yeah, we had enough for today. I swear, this one always does something funny in my vlogs. Our vlogs, but still. Anyways, we hope that you enjoyed this vlog. Give it a big thumbs up because we deserve it. We work really, really hard, and we will see you in the very next video. Bye!